What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and Mortal Kombat 1 Year 2 is right around the corner. But before we get there, we still got to finish up Kombat Pack 1. And Takeda is set to be released in just under 2 weeks, so as you would expect, things are starting to get pretty crazy. Ed Boon just gave us a small Takeda tease, along with 8 bombs he dropped on us. The last bomb is the most interesting because it's something that needed to be addressed a long time ago, so the video might get a bit messy around that point. But let's get into it. So not only does Mr. Boon give us some information on what we can expect from this Takeda patch, but he also drops off a new Johnny Cage skin. How do we get it? I have no idea, because all he says is, who wants a free Golden Boy Johnny costume? I guess this will come out with the Takeda patch. Why is it Johnny Cage? Obviously because he is the Mortal Kombat 1 champion, but Mr. Boon, I need this MortalKombatDeception Sub-Zero skin ASAP. Let's get it in this game before the end of year 1. Please, I'll give you all the monies you want. But now we see a tease of Takeda, and this kind of has me worried.
You could just smoke bomb out of here and miss this fight. Are you kidding?
Why? Because Takeda sounds like a nerd just like Smoke does. Yikes. But I do love this. Beautiful, love it. I love his design too. He just looks like a bad dude, so the goofy personality doesn't fit him to me. Check him out. Ooh! But one thing I do notice, I didn't notice this in the last teaser he gave us, but he still does have those wrinkles under his eye. Now he sure sounds like a kid, but you can see the wrinkles right here under his eye, so his face didn't change at all. He still looks like an old man. What's going on with that? No idea, but I guess we'll find out. But let's go ahead and take a look at the bombs he dropped on us. 1 of 8. All right, so he starts off by saying, we've got a decent amount of Mortal Kombat 1 news to share with you all, starting with Takeda, who will be playable the weekend of July 19th exclusively at the EVO Fighting Game Tournament in Vegas. Now, we will be talking more about EVO before we get out of here, so we'll get back to that one. He followed that up with some information I'm sure a lot of people will be excited about, because for whatever reason, I see a lot of requests surrounding one of these characters. He says, this Takeda build would also contain upcoming bug fixes and balance patch with significant improvements to roster fighters like Natara, who is getting some serious buffs, and that's the character I'm referring to. I see a lot of people complaining because Natara has low HP and they're saying that they want to see her get buffs. He says serious in all caps buffs for Natara, so I think Natara players should be really excited about that. Li Mei, who gets a new pop-up combo string. Why are we doing anything for Li Mei? She's already crazy. You gotta relax back on her. Quan Chi, who does need a bit of help, getting a new portal boot kick, and Scorpion, who gets a buff to his EX teleport. Interesting. Crazy buff to uppercut jump cancel as well. Now, when I finished reading this, I almost threw my phone across the room, because there's a character missing from here who needs help more than anybody else. But as I read on, I got some good news. So my boy will be getting some help. We'll get to that one here in a minute. But number 3, Takeda build also has buffs coming to Cameo fighters, including Frost. I used to love Frost, but the damage scaling with Frost and Sub-Zero, you freeze them too many times, y'all, they're cooked. So I had to let Frost go. But she's getting a new ambush move. Shouts out to her. Scorpion gets a new ambush move. Scorpion doesn't work for me, y'all. Doesn't work. Sector will be getting missile improvements. Cyrax will be getting bomb improvements. And Goro needs to be moved to the main roster. Come on, what are we doing? But Cameo Goro will be getting many new ambush cancel options. I finally found a Cameo that works for me, besides Serena, but everybody complains about her. And that's Sonya. I think she's good as she is, but you know what? Let's give Sonya some more love. Why not? 4 of 8 says, and much more buffs, improvements not listed here. Now, I think if there was going to be something for Sub-Zero in this pack, he would have listed it. So I'm not going to be looking forward to him getting anything. I got a cold right now, y'all, and it is whooping me, but we will get through this. We will be releasing detailed notes on the Takeda build early next week. The next one says, these aren't the only buffs and improvements coming to Mortal Kombat 1. Not too long ago, we asked for feedback on which 5 Mortal Kombat 1 roster fighters you felt could use the most love. Same for cameos. Which 5 needed the most love? Now this is where we get the good news. Let's go ahead and continue. For the roster fighters, these seem to appear on many of your lists. We got Geras. I don't know if Geras needs any love, y'all. I hate fighting Geras. He freezes and freezes and freezes and freezes you, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Don't give Geras any love, y'all. Relax. Havoc definitely needs it. I loved Havoc in Mortal Kombat Deception, but in this one, cooked. I hate him. Shang Tsung made the list, but the next one is the greatest because Sub-Zero has been cooked since this game came out. How do you make a Mortal Kombat game and have Sub-Zero at the bottom of all of these tier lists? Hopefully, Mortal Kombat 1 Year 2 moves him at the top. I want more moves. I want more damage. I want more combo strings. And I want that brutality back from Mortal Kombat 11 where he slides in, throws you at the ice wall, and then throws the axe at your neck. Come on. I know it's not as slam or grab anymore, but bring it back somehow. I need it. Next, we got Quan Chi, who definitely needs help as well. And then we got Nitara. A lot of Nitara fans have been asking for the buffs, so it looks like she's finally going to get them. That's 6 of 8. Let's go ahead and move on to 7. Feedback. I was fully expecting more ambush moves to dominate this survey, but at the end of the day, it seems like more fighters, roster or Cameo, always seems to be the most wanted feature. Of course, the more fighters, the more fatalities, the more brutalities, the better. So I'm always going to go with more fighters as well, but 40% agreed with me. 34% says more ambush moves, and 25% says more special moves. If we're sticking with this Cameo system throughout the life cycle of Mortal Kombat 1, get my boy Suhao in here so we can really get this party going. Now last, but most certainly not least, I was going to pop it for the last few days. If I could show y'all my phone here, I was going to make this video since last Tuesday, but we kept having things come up. Y'all see this? That's the sales chart, right? Because the narrative going around YouTube right now, the narrative going around X right now is Mortal Kombat is in the dirt. Mortal Kombat is dead. They're failing. Everybody's making fun of Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter is at the top. Tekken 8 is at the top. If we look at the Evo numbers, Street Fighter has 5,265 people competing, which is impressive. Tekken 8 has 4,646 people competing, which is impressive. Mortal Kombat 1 has 645. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it looks pretty bad. But this does not mean Mortal Kombat is in trouble at all. Mortal Kombat or Mortal Kombat 1 specifically. Let's look at what Ed Boon posted here, because this is what's most important. Finally, a big thank you to all the Mortal Kombat fans who keep our games among the top selling even 9 months after our launch. Now, I was going to come on here and pop it for them, but sounds like Ed Boon is popping it himself. Let's take a look at this chart. Number 1, we got Ghost of Tsushima, which was recently released on PC, so it makes sense. Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door. I do want to play that. Time kills me, but yeah, I want to play it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is what we don't care about. Helldivers 2 is what we don't care about. MLB The Show is what we don't care about. Now, we're reading through all of these games for a reason, so bear with me. Sea of Thieves, that was just released on PlayStation. I'm surprised to actually see that on the list as well. Minecraft, Elden Ring, always going to be up there. New DLC. Hogwarts Legacy, pretty good game. I don't even like Harry Potter. Stellar Blade, Fallout 4, EA Sports FC, Marvel Spider-Man 2. That's still pretty impressive to be on the list as well. Homeworld 3, Mario Kart 8, Madden NFL 24, Rise of Ronin, F1 24, and number 19. 9 months after release. This was the charts in May. We got Mortal Kombat 1. Now, all of y'all want to make these videos. I mean, shouts out to all of y'all. I love you to death. But y'all want to make a video talking about this chart right here? Professional players, all of the pro players and what game they want to compete in? Let's make a video talking about this chart right here. Because if you look from number 1 to 18, you don't see Street Fighter. You don't see Street Fighter 6. You don't see Tekken 8. Now, Street Fighter 6 came out before Mortal Kombat 1, to be fair. But Mortal Kombat 1 has been on this list since the game came out. Tekken 8 just came out in what, January? At the end of January, and it's not on this list. So yes, pro players are playing these games, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6, but the casual players are buying, still buying. My dad just bought Mortal Kombat 1 last weekend. Casual players are still buying Mortal Kombat 1, but they are not buying Tekken 8, and they are not buying Street Fighter 6. Let's say you made your own fighting game. Would you rather said fighting game be at the top of the evil charts with over 5,000 players, or would you rather your fighting game be on the sales charts almost 1 year after release with over millions of copies sold? I think the answer is pretty easy. So while I'm sure Netherrealm Studios would like this number to be better, they're doing pretty good. In fact, they're doing better than their competitors. So if we're going to be making videos about games being dead, I think it should be about one of those other games that don't show up on this list. But you won't do it because Mortal Kombat is the most popular fighting game out there, and the other videos won't get any clicks. Now, if we look at this list, it does say Mortal Kombat 1 is not the most popular game with pro players. But if we go back to this list, it begs the question, does that matter? I don't think it does. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Yes, I am a Mortal Kombat fan, and I will step into the area of tribalism if necessary. You know what? I might even cut this into its own video to poke the bear a little bit. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bomb Squad. Oof.